Just in my cell builder here. I don't know whether you can make this out. There's an emergency queen cell right there in the corner. So you've got to be careful for that when you bring brood up into the supers. So I'm just going to catch queens and cage them and use up the queen cells. This one felt pretty light coming up to the trailer, to the platform here. There's a bit of fresh honey in that frame. Okay, so there's brood in there, young brood and eggs. Sorry about the wind, it's probably going to mess up the sound. Eggs, yep, there's the queen there. So I'll try and put a couple of workers in with her. One. Two. Three. Two. So I've just got the queen cells still on the bar, sitting in a Nuke Box 5-framer on the back of the ute. See this one here? There's webbing around it, but the cell's there, you can see it. And they're still paying attention to it, so I think it's alright. Just a matter of getting it in here somewhere. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. This should be that tiger stripe queen from one of the previous videos. There she is. See, these guys have got capped brood, which is good. least one of these queen cells has been chewed down, so I'm not sure what the story is there. Gonna just tear some of this webbing off. And I'll just tuck it in the corner over here. And slide that back in. So 2 for 2 so far. See what this one's got going on. Right. Some fat combs in here. Now I want to take those conversion frames away. Putting a longer stick in there. I'm just sitting it in this bigger box. Right, now to find the queen. Look at that, all pollen, chock-a-block. And just eggs on this side. Oh, there's the queen. It's easier to grab that worker that's out by herself rather than in the congested area. Right, 2 new ones of those. Right, got a queen cell here. Might be able to just sit it in the back there. That'll do. Right, so this one's a bit weak. Let's see what's going on. Bit of pollen. Brood hatching out, but I can't see any eggs. Can't see a queen there. Just give them a queen cell and that's all I can do. I'm also going to put a feeder in this one. They seem sort of calm like the queen, right? But can't see a queen in there, unfortunately. So this one had a nice bit of weight to it, bringing it up. I find a queen right nuke will work a lot harder. They're more motivated. So that front frame's just pollen and honey. Not a huge population here. Nice little frame of brood, eggs, bit of pollen. So we've got a main queen. It's a nice frame of brood. But I haven't seen her yet. There she is. Right there. Oops. Nearly crushed her then. It's a bit rough. still want to take these with me to use elsewhere. So I'm just putting a long stick through it and over into my holding box over there. And just 2 new ones of those. And just put it back together the way it was and add another queen cell. So there we are. I'll just press that queen cell into the corner there and stick there nicely, and just face that towards the other brood frame. Once again, this one felt like it had a decent weight to it, although this looks interesting. I haven't done any work to the 2 frames at the back. No brood there. I flicked a few bees off. Hopefully it wasn't a queen on it. Yeah, they're sort of rushing around. Oh, I can see eggs. Oh yeah, there is brood there. There's the remnants of a emergency cell there. Yeah, I can hear a piping down in the box there somewhere. Makes them very hard to catch. I think I'm just going to leave this. She's only just started laying 4 or 5 days ago. So I'm just going to leave this one be and get it next time. But what I am going to do is take these out and put a feeder in there. There's another one here, one of these full frame ones. Hopefully got a queen in this one. Yeah, I can see eggs in there and all the way back there. Cubs brood. There she is there. No, not going any good this time. I don't want to go in. go. Oh, one's coming out. Stay in there. Done. Another one here. I haven't been in this one for a while. It's all pollen there. Brood in all stages. Another brood frame, looks healthy. It's a really nice little brood frame. There's the queen. Oops. Only got one wing this time. Sorry about that. One, two, three, four. A few bees in this one. That's from when I introduced a virgin a couple of weeks ago. Just pollen and a bit of honey there. No brood. Oh yeah, there's really young brood on that frame. So this frame's hard to get out. It's because it's black plastic foundation. Makes them hard to get out. I don't think I'll do that again. There's the queen there. That first time you go to grab, if you miss her, she runs. Gets mad like an old red hen. Now. Well, this one felt like a brick coming up. Got to be a good sign. Yeah, it's packed. It's got to be queen right, I would assume. Just honey on that front frame. Never really find any brood there on that first frame. Yeah, this one's really strong, isn't it? So I've got 2 queen cells left. That's all honey and pollen. Might be a few eggs down the bottom. They must gradually move the brood to the back for some reason. You know, they must prefer the back to raise brood. Gee, there's no brood in that either. I might have called it wrong. I might have called it completely wrong. Yep, I can't see any eggs there either. So what is going on here? Oh well, can't do much about it. Other than put a queen cell in it. Maybe the fact it was real heavy means they were just storing honey and they weren't feeding any brood. Yeah, no, there's no eggs there. Oh, I can see a queen back there though. I can see a queen. And I'm going to kill her because she's obviously not doing her job. There she goes. Can't have a nuke like this and no brood, so she's got to go, folks. There's not one bit of brood in this hive. So that queen obviously, she was obviously holding, no, maybe she was just young and she hadn't started yet, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm here to make queens, not little frames of honey. So I'll just have to put a cell in and wish them luck. This one was very heavy coming up to the ute too. A lot of bees in here. I won't make any predictions this time. Right, brood in all stages. When I first started using these, I was going to try and make a box that would go on a full-size hive, to get a full-size hive to sort of draw the frames out, but there's no need for that. These things are amazing at building wax and drawing frames out. Like this is drawn all the way to the floor, attached all around. Exactly what you want. So this is a lovely little nuke. If I had more boxes, this sort of one, I'd probably even want to split this in two. Sorry about the wind. So this is the last queen cell I've got, so once I find this one, that'll be it for now. They're very unsettled sort of bees. Nothing. Nothing too exciting. There she is in the back there. It's a nuisance. Well, I won't squash this one with the Hive tool. I'll just have to get in there and try and get her to walk up. Got her. Bloody flying around there too. Oh, she's flipped out of my fingers. Where'd she go now? Goodness knows. Goodness knows where she's gone. Oh, there she is on the ute. Just down there on the ute. On the tray. Right, got her in the cage now. That was lucky. Very lucky indeed. Now, got frames and bees everywhere here. Better put some back in and try and get them to settle down. Just interesting with this frame closest to the door, they often leave this sort of archway sort of coincide or lines up with the entrance there, if you imagine that. Something interesting. Just something interesting here.